Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today is Sunday. That means we will continue our A1 grammar lessons. Last time we talked about accusative for the first time, and today we will continue. Sorry about it. So the topic today concerning accusative is Personalpronomen, personal pronouns. So maybe if you watch my other video and if you are a total beginner, you will think, why do we need personal pronouns? I thought we are talking about objects changing and stuff like that. But unfortunately, the personal pronouns are also objects and can function as such. We will check out an example. I have a little dialogue here. We can read it together. Hallo Anna, besuchst du Peter? Ja, ich besuche ihn. This is the first part. So, quite easy to understand what is the subject. In a question, we know it's position 2, du or ich in the answer. To visit is the verb, besuchen, and Peter, it's a male name of course, is the object. If you don't want to say the name again and again, you will substitute it for the personal pronoun. Ich besuche ihn. The construction here is a typical subject-verb-object, which makes it easy to understand. Ja, ich besuche ihn. Yes, I visit him. This sentence is good even for understanding the concept when you are an English speaker, which you have to be to watch my videos. The he becomes him. This is how you can remember why we use this. You wouldn't say in English, I visit he, but you will say, I visit him. The same thing goes for the German language, but for many, many other pronouns. Not only for him and her, but for a bunch of others, which I will show you in a second. Another example. Kennst du Maria? Ja, ich kenne sie. And again, the color scheme lets us understand quite a bit how the position changes. When it's a question, we have verb subject, in the answer subject verb, and the object on position 3. Maria, female name, is substituted by sie. And if you are not a total beginner, you will immediately see, oh no, not again. The sie part is like the she in nominative, but it's accusative. So it's a little harder to understand or to recognize it. That much about the usage. And now let's check out the grammar pattern behind it. Before we read the left side, please keep in mind that the grammarly gender is not the same as the biological gender. Of course, Maria is she, Peter is he, and stuff like that. But neutral things in English, like the cigarette, the coffee, the tea, can also be female or male in the German language. So, first one, isst du den Kuchen? Ja, ich esse ihn. Do you eat the cake? Yes, I eat it. Den Kuchen, this is what we did last week. You can check it out if you need to refresh it. Der Kuchen in Accusative becomes den Kuchen. And if we want to substitute the cake, we will use ihn, masculine. Trinkst du die Milch? Ja, ich trinke sie. Do you drink the milk? Yes, I will drink it. Feminine. Liest du das Buch? Ja, ich lese es. Do you read the book? Yes, I read it. Neutral. So in English it is it, but in German it is ihn, sie, es. And the plural form is the last one. Kaufst du die Erdbeeren? Ja, ich kaufe sie. Do you buy the strawberries? Yes, I buy them. This is what this is about. If I were you, I would try to make sentences with the same word, but try to put the object as a subject to see the difference if you are a total beginner. For example, we take the cake. I put the cake into the subject position, and you will see the difference here immediately. Der Kuchen ist lecker, aber ist auch teuer. So we have the cake as nominative, and everything changes. The article changes and also the personal pronoun, because it is the subject, like this. Same for the other ones. So if I were you, I would try to make some nice sentences to get it really visual into your mind. Let's do the first exercise. Let's read the example. Kaffee. Trinken Sie den Kaffee? Nein, ich trinke ihn nicht. Do you drink the coffee? No, I don't drink it. If you would say, trinken Sie Kaffee, this would be also correct, but a totally different meaning. It means, do you drink coffee? Are you used to drinking coffee? And then you can say, no, I never liked it, or I don't drink coffee in general. But with the article, it is of course definite. Okay, try to do the first exercise and we will compare in a second. Okay, I will give you the first examples. You can leave, of course, your sentences in the comments below and I can correct or comment them if you want. Trinken Sie den Tee? Nein, ich trinke ihn nicht. Male and male in Accusative. Trinken Sie das Bier? Nein, ich trinke es nicht. Trinken Sie den Orangensaft? Nein, ich trinke ihn nicht. Essen Sie den Salat? Nein, ich esse ihn nicht. Essen Sie das Kotelett? Kotelett is like a steak, I think. Nein, ich esse es nicht. I will give you another example for the female one, so you have it all. 1 second. Essen Sie die Salami? Nein, ich esse sie nicht. Die Salami, the salami. And female, if you say the pronoun in Accusative. Essen Sie die Bananen? Nein, ich esse sie nicht. Do you eat the bananas? No, I don't eat them. It looks absolutely the same. The second exercise is similar. Here you have to make the difference if it is a male person or a female person, or if it is just a thing and you have to know if it is der, die, or das. Example, Professor. You have to know now, okay, professor, it's a male occupation. We talked about it in another video. Then you know it's der Professor. And then you can say everything you want to say. Kennst du den Professor? Natürlich kenne ich ihn. Do you know the professor? Of course I know him. Try to do this exercise and we will compare it in a second. Okay, let's compare. Kennst du die Verkäuferin? Natürlich kenne ich sie. Natürlich kenne ich sie. Kennst du das Buch? Natürlich kenne ich es. Do you know the book? Of course I know it. Kennst du den Film? Natürlich kenne ich ihn. Do you know the movie? Of course I know it. Kennst du die Stadt? Natürlich kenne ich sie. Do you know the city? Of course I know it. Kennst du die Studentinnen? Plural. Natürlich kenne ich sie. Do you know the female students? Of course I know them. Kennst du das Hotel? Natürlich kenne ich es. Do you know the hotel? Of course I know it. Kennst du den Politiker? Natürlich kenne ich ihn. Male. Because of its occupation. It could be Politikerin, then it would be female. Kennst du das Restaurant? Natürlich kenne ich es. Do you know the restaurant? Yes, of course I know it. Okay, great. So we are almost finished for today, but one important thing is left to check out. Of course, we cannot only rely on things to be he, she, it, they, but we have also other personal pronouns. Let's check it out here. This one we already talked about. We will find it here on the pronouns for the accusative. We have this one already, this, and this. So, what do we have in the first line? We have the nominative and the personal pronouns. You have to be really sure about them. If not, please check out my other videos. Ich, du, sie, es, wir, ihr, sie. Polite. And don't forget man, but this is not important now because it doesn't change. But just saying. In Accusativ, ich bekomm's mich, du dich, ihn, sie, es, wir, uns, ihr, euch, sie, sie, sie. So the things to pay attention, everything of course. Some stay the same and the other ones won't. You have to know this by heart and immediately understand what function a word has in your sentence to see if it is nominative or accusative. For example, we have here, ich kenne Maria. First part of the sentence. I, the subject, know, verb, Maria. Maria is the object in accusative. Of course, if it is a name, we don't see it. It's not obvious, but we have to know it. It's the object. What else could it be? Aber sie kennt mich nicht. But she does not know me. So Maria became the subject. This is why we have sie in nominative, which doesn't matter in the sense that it's not obvious because sie stays the same, but still. And ich, the subject in the first part, becomes the object, which is mich. So this one is the important one because it is also visible changed, you know? So you have to know if something is subject or object and how to change it. We will do 3 short sentences. It's exactly the same. And now you have really the hard task, so to speak, to understand how to change it depending on the sense of your sentence. Try it out. Don't stress. Just try it and we will compare it in a second. Du kennst den Juraprofessor, aber kennt dich nicht. So, the professor became the subject. This is why it is in nominative. And the you part became the object, which is why it is dich instead of du. Next one. Maria kennt den Lehrer, aber kennt sie nicht. Again, the teacher was the object in the first part and became the subject in the second part of the sentence, and vice versa for Maria. And the last one, wir kennen Arnold Schwarzenegger, aber kennt uns nicht. Because it is a name, we don't see anything about accusative, nominative, or the gender or anything. But of course, it's common sense. It's a male person, again, and the wir part becomes the object in accusative, which is uns. He doesn't know us. Same as in English almost, isn't it? Okay, don't stress yourself if you had some mistakes or if you don't understand something. You can watch all the videos again. You can watch free available material online. There's so much, but you have to keep it always in mind. This is like an essential grammar. Without that, your sentences will always sound like first week German tryout camp. Sorry to say that, but just being honest, you know? Okay, thank you so much for watching. This is it for today. Subscribe please to the channel, try to support it. We try to post every Sunday. And you can also follow us on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. Keep trying and I will see you next week the latest. Bye.